They're 9 screens. They're not 9, invulnerable screens. All right, make your tweet, Mike. We gotta let the people know.
I know.
Focus on your tweeting. I'll focus on spinning.
Oh, this really hype music too.
Yeah. This is Mass Effect Andromeda. This is just gonna be the stream for an hour.
Behind the scenes, everyone. I know we're live and you're looking at me
Spinning.
type away.
Spinning.
So while I'm typing, because people are gonna want to know, what are we playing on?
Well, the system we have here to my right is the Acer Predator G1. We got a whole Acer Predator lineup here, actually. Both monitors, part of the Predator line, the keyboard and mouse I'm using, part of the Predator line, and the system is the G1. It has the GTX 1080 graphics card in it, which is the real important thing. And as always, the full description and links to the product pages are on both YouTube and Facebook in the description, so check those out for pricing information, full specs, and everything. For the G1, the monitor I'm playing on, the monitor Mike's using, the laptops Mike is using. We got a whole...
We're all Predatored out right now.
A whole Acer Predator celebration.
It's Predator Day.
And I mean, I'm sure you can tell, but my armor, I've made it match the color.
I know, I kind of noticed that when you did that. Pretty proud of that.
The Acer Predator. I mean,
great.
this has always been, or long been, because I don't think it was in the first game, but it's long been one of the best parts of the Mass Effect series is customizing your armor colors. I've always had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun in this game too, just messing around with the tints. I wish they had more patterns. They only have like 3, and none of them are particularly awesome, but the color options are really cool, and it always ends up looking great. How's that tweet coming, Mike?
It went away from me.
It went away from you.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm getting really mad at it.
All right, I'm just gonna move ahead. You
go
let me
for
know
it. Dude,
when
go
you
for it, man.
tweeted so I can retweet it for our
retweet my
GameCrate
tweet,
buddies.
and then
yeah. I just want to point out before we move on that the back of this armor looks exactly like Deadpool's face. See? Deadpool's face.
Oh, yeah, it
Eyes
does.
Right there. So yeah, I'll when I go, I'm gonna go on the mission in a bit here, and I'll make sure to figure out what this chest piece is called. So if anybody wants to have Deadpool's face on their back, they can go ahead and do that.
So we're setting up right now because we're going for a specific mission, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I'm level 39 here. This is after I've already beaten pretty much everything. This is after beating the main story mission. We will avoid any main story spoilers. You can see my viability is pretty good, except for a Vold, which I haven't been to in a little while, but things are going well in the Andromeda Galaxy in the Helios cluster. But before beating the game, I didn't track down that Turian Ark, which has all the Turians frozen on it coming from the Milky Way. Feeling a little bit bad about that. Vetra's been giving me some guff, like, hey, where are the Turians? Gotta find the Turians.
Sounds like she's on your case right now.
Yeah, it's understandable though, because I did find the Solarians, I did find the Asari, so now I gotta go find the Turians. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I'm gonna fly and find the Turian Ark. Zooming out, zooming out. This is the greatest part of Mass Effect Andromeda, the very painfully slow flying from system to system. All right, Turian Ark here on Elidin. So buckle up for space flight action.
If you want, now it's tweeted.
All right.
BT dubs.
All right,
and
I'm
now I'm saying hello to the chat right now. I'm
And
looking at you guys here. What's up, Norman, James, and Dark Wolf?
Dark Wolf, that's a cool name.
I know, right?
Man, the Dark Wolf?
The Dark Wolf.
Watching our stream? It's awesome.
He joins us every week.
Yeah.
He is a Newegg faithful, or GameCrate faithful.
Awesome.
Now I'm looking into our Facebook, and now we got Ben and Ken, or Kent, my bad.
Bent and Kent.
Oh, Ben.
No, I don't know.
Like Uncle Ben.
Yes, that makes more sense. So yeah, if we played this 2 weeks ago, we played the like 10-hour preview that everybody was able to play on EA Origin. Oh, Architect has. Oh, maybe I should do that. Let's see what this is.
Tracking a remnant architect.
Oh,
the one we fought ended up in orbit.
Cool.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I beat this on the planet already, and then it ended up in orbit. I fought this.
Really? So
yeah,
you
there's
just
like
boosted up into space.
Yeah, and then we went up in space, and I just got resources out of it. That's fun. I didn't realize that was there. All right, let's
well, it's dead.
Yes, I mean it was not easy. I earned it. All right, so the armor that I'm wearing, which is the Deadpool face, is the Angaran Commando armor. So if you want Deadpool's face on your armor, pick the Angaran Commando armor and then make it black and red, and you'll have Deadpool's face on your back.
Yeah.
Fun. Here are my weapons. I'm really happy with the weapons I have right now, so I'm not going to change them up. But on GameCrate, just about an hour ago, we did publish a masterclass guide to weapons in Mass Effect Andromeda, because weapon crafting it's really detailed, it's really powerful, but it's also really confusing. And so we've gone through all the augments and the best weapons for different scenarios, so you should check that out. We just published that on GameCrate. Some really cool work went into that. Oh, I have my red and black paint scheme on my Nomad
you're pretty much all decked out for this.
I am ready to go.
For this Predator-themed episode.
Yeah, I'm going to take Drac and PB because they're the very best. And let's do it. I wrote a whole article about how Nakmor Drac is the best character in Andromeda. You should also read that.
This site could support an initiative out.
So right now we have Bo joining us on Facebook, and he says, use assault rifle and sticky grenade.
Yeah, that's a great combo. That's actually in the article we just published by Christopher Atwood. He talks about what's best with the sticky grenade, what's best with the different mods.
Yeah.
Also about how like the beam emitter and the beam emitter doesn't seem to do what it's kind of supposed to do. There seem to be maybe some bugs or just not as powerful as they should be, some of the mods and upgrades. So definitely check that out. Look at that Deadpool face.
Man,
that is
now that you mention it,
perfect
I'm
Deadpool
never gonna
face.
look at it the same way.
That is awesome. All right, where am I going? Oh, it's still hot outside. I have to stay out of the sun if I don't want to get in trouble. Let's go get my car. So yeah, you should check out our full review on GameCrate. We published it last week. Last week or 2 weeks ago? Yeah, last week.
Nice. Nice.
And I gave the game a 7.4 when it all came in.
I was gonna ask you what your rating was.
Yeah, it's tricky. Like, and numerical scores for games are always tough, because how do you give a numerical score to a piece of art, which is what games are, and then how, like, if the game changes, especially like this one, there've already been updates, and you know there's going to be more updates. How do you change your score, or what does a number mean? But if you're interested,
I always. What about like a? Well, I guess that's true. It's all art is in the like which you prefer. It's all preference. So.
A lot of it is subjective, but also with this,
yeah.
like, there are a ton of bugs in this game still. They're working on it, but still, there are a bunch of bugs and facial animation problems and walking animation problems.
So
like
Thomas from Facebook says the game looks clunky. Do you agree? Do you think it's a clunky type of game? Does the gameplay is sort of sticky, kind of?
I think the gameplay isn't the problem. I think and I don't think it doesn't look clunky right now. These planetary environments look awesome. Exploring planets in Andromeda is really fun. Combat is really fun. I'm gonna fight these guys even though I don't really have to. N7 Hurricane SMG is like my favorite weapon in the whole game, I think. Let's get these guys.
Well, there they are.
Yeah, let's throw it down. I think there is a lot that's not as polished as you would hope. I think I upped the difficulty to normal. Might be I die right here.
No!
Oh geez, I wasn't.
Pick us up. Okay. Mission failure. Wow. Oh no.
That's okay. I'll do that again. The combat is good. The exploration is really good. Some of the story stuff is really good. There's a lot of really good stuff in it. I've said that I think there's as much really good stuff in Andromeda as there was in Mass Effect 2, which is my favorite game ever. But Mass Effect Andromeda is like 10 times as big, and so there's also a lot of stuff that isn't as good.
Do you find, like, I almost felt like that way about like Fallout games or Skyrim type of thing, where it's like there's so much on my plate, I'm sort of overwhelmed, I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah, that's a big time problem in Andromeda, I'd say, and it kind of was in...
But do you really consider that a problem, or just sort of a nuisance?
You have to go into it expecting more of an MMO kind of experience, where like there's going to be a lot to do, and it is a problem if you don't find the best stuff in the game because you spend all your time doing the not so great stuff in the game.
That's a good point.
You know, like it's a case of less being more. Like the game I think would actually have done better if it got rid of a lot of the stuff that wasn't as good, and you just present the very best stuff for people to enjoy and explore. Because that 10-hour preview that they did, that's like some of the least impressive stuff in the game.
Really? They started off slow?
Happens in the first 10 hours. Like people say, oh, it really picks up once you're 20 hours in, which is a ridiculous thing to say, but it's also kind of true. Like you spend 20 hours with a game and then it starts to get really good. Like something's a problem there. Oh man.
You ran over that guy, but
yeah.
you went right through him.
He's okay. He can take it. He's a
So
Turian.
Roberto says he wants that machine. I'm assuming he's talking about the G1.
Yeah,
or Z1.
The G1 is the G1's our system. I think the Z1 is the curved monitor.
That's right.
Mike has the specs of the monitors we're using. Let me see if I
Just
can
to
not
entice
die
you a little
here.
bit, Roberto, the G1 itself is carrying a 1080. It's got a 2 terabyte hard drive.
Oh man, that's a lot of massive.
Yeah, it's a lot, 32 gigs.
Yeah.
So something just, yeah, he goes yes.
Yeah. And so yeah, we have the 2 different monitors here. We have the one I'm playing on, and then Mike has a actually newer entry in the Acer Predator
Yes,
line.
I do.
So the one I'm playing on is the Z1. It's a specific version of the Z1. Again, check the descriptions of that.
Absolutely.
I believe it's $800. $800 or $900? I think it's $800.
Okay.
It's 144 hertz, and it's 2560 by 1080. Has a slight curve to it. So if you're in the market for a curved monitor, then
Which is kind of funny because I'm still not totally sold by like the completely curved monitors. Like,
Yeah,
this is very slightly, which
Yeah.
is kind of okay.
It's a stylistic choice. It's a matter of preference if you want the curve. They're certainly not as expensive as they used to be, and this one is G-Sync, so you're not making that sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like you were when curved monitors first came out. You weren't able to get the G-Sync.
I don't believe it's 4K. I believe it's 2K now.
Yeah, it's 2K. It's 2560
Yeah.
by 1080. And then the one Mike has is...
Mine is amazing. It's the
pretty
XB2. And that by itself is running, it's M2, I believe it is 192 by 1080.
Yeah, and the big weird thing with yours, weird, interesting,
Okay,
special.
yeah.
I'm gonna say weird because it's
You're
out of
gonna
the
insult my
ordinary.
monitor?
Yeah, not insulting. It's what makes it a kind of specialized purchase for your monitor, is that it's I believe 240 hertz, and that is a insane refresh rate for a monitor. It's something that not a lot of people can take advantage of. Like the people that really want something that high in terms of refresh rate, you're looking at like people who are very serious about esports and who have a system to support it. Again, it's also G-Sync capable, so if you're not always going to have those 240 hertz. But I mean, that's better. The reason you don't want that, what G-Sync does, is it ensures you don't have screen tearing when like your process or your graphics card is rendering at a certain level, and then your monitor is not capable of that same refresh rate. So G-Sync keeps those things locked together so that you have a smooth level of performance. You don't get screen tearing. But yeah, it's 240 hertz, which is something that it's kind of a specialized need in a monitor.
Yeah.
And if you're not an esports person, then maybe something like this one that I'm playing on is more your speed. 140 hertz is still really good.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can do this without dying.
Oh, please don't die. Please.
So I played very much as an engineer, a tech type in Mass Effect. You can see I have this drone and this thing, and they're not close.
So you're basically like being followed by a group of robots at your side.
Yeah, I'm not close enough to the... Oh,
Where'd they go?
There, that's
there,
fine.
that's where they are.
Yeah.
Here they come!
All right. I'm gonna try to run them over.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, my ship is dying.
Oh no!
This is
That's
really
a really
bad.
weak ship.
Hard is a lot
right.
harder than I was...
Wait, did we call it a ship? No, it's a car.
Well, yeah, the Nomad.
Okay.
Oh, man.
There you go. There you go.
I'm
You're
still
winning.
gonna die.
You got him.
Oh, man, I am
Perfect.
terrible. I am terrible.
No, you did it.
You're gonna watch me die a bunch as I get used to the harder difficulty setting after playing like 60 hours on normal. I never said I was the best. Yeah, so after you beat the main mission in the main story mission in Andromeda, you can keep playing. You can also restart with New Game Plus, which I think is a really cool addition, where you keep all of your weapons, all of your armor, and your skills. That you can always respec your skills for a small cost in the med lab. And so you can restart and still have all your stuff, and you up it to a harder difficulty setting while you have all your ultimate weapons and you're like level 40 or whatever you were to restart it.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
If you want an extra challenge and you like the game. Want to go through it again? So James, to go back what we were talking about a while ago when you were talking about your, it was a 10-hour experience or the 10-hour beta?
Yeah, the 10-hour preview that we talked about.
He says, yep, plus you experience glitches around this time of gameplay around 20 hours. So I believe that was going into the fact that during your 10-hour gameplay, did you experience like a lot of glitches or?
Well, speaking of glitches, it doesn't look like it's loading right now, which is a pretty common bug that I
Really?
experienced during my time with Mass Effect Andromeda.
Wow.
I never lost a lot of gameplay, but it really doesn't look like this load is going to load. So I'm going to have to close the game and restart it.
Cut it out.
Yeah,
That's a real thing, huh?
That's still the case with Andromeda. That's sad, but let's boot it up again.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we also published a story today. BioWare tweeted, I think it was yesterday or the day before, they tweeted like, hey, we're listening to your feedback. We appreciate your feedback, and we'll have a big announcement about it. I think it was April 4th. They're planning an announcement about the changes they're going to make on the game.
Well, that's not too far off.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that
Yeah.
as far as like patches and updates.
It's probably the fix. They know.
Here's
know.
the key: if this happens to you and your save game doesn't work,
Yeah.
don't just try to resume, because that'll try to load the same save game which had an issue.
Oh,
what you
no.
want to do is you want to load one of the previous ones.
Nick's pro tips.
But yeah, pro tips. But what I am going to do is I want to turn down the difficulty because I don't want to keep dying. It's so embarrassing. All right,
We want to
to
progress.
I'll turn down the difficulty. I want to save the Turians, man. I feel bad. Bad I didn't save the Turians. It doesn't have any huge impact on the end game, not to spoil a lot. But
one thing that Roberto was asking is how can we avoid that the loading glitch on this machine or on the machine?
Yeah, it's nothing to do
It
with
has
this
nothing to do with
particular
the machine.
machine.
Yeah.
I've played Andromeda on probably literally 6 different high-end systems at this point, between home and what we have here and what we played on last time.
It's the
and our
it's the game.
jackhammer. I've had it with every single system, so it's an Andromeda problem where it sometimes just doesn't load. It doesn't load like it's supposed to. And here we go. Hardcore. I'm gonna go back
Wow,
down
you
to
were in
normal.
hardcore.
Well, hardcore is hard. Now I'm back to normal because that's what I'm used to. I can't get used to the harder difficulty on a stream without embarrassing it. All right, for shame. Here, I got these this cool paint job on the Nomad. I didn't know how to do that for a really long time because I kept looking for merchants that sold paint jobs.
Is it like hidden menus or something?
It's not hidden, but like the only guy I found that has them is in the Nexus, and he's
You're
like,
grinding this.
yeah,
Sand dune.
Tony Hawk style.
Yeah.
He's in the Nexus, and he's like way over in the corner of like the docking bay area of the Nexus, and he's the one that has all the Nomad paint jobs that you can buy. So then as soon as I found that, I spent all my money on it because they're cool. You look at the Nomad a lot. That's actually one of the issues with the game is there's a lot of
if you're going to be
driving.
looking at something a lot, you're going to want the ability to... Ooh, what was that?
Stasis pods from Ark Natanus.
Okay, so yeah,
Are any of them alive?
we have the Turians might be dead. That's the issue.
Oh no!
You should investigate.
All right, you know what I want to do? I think I need to switch to my.
Lots of space out here for the Krogan to
I want to switch to my build that has the shields because I keep not having cover. So that's what I'm going to try. So you can switch your profiles and your power setups on the fly by hitting F1, F2, F3, or 4. So now I have one that I can throw down the shield and actually hide behind it. And I can summon the Remnant VI to do some fighting. And this is a sticky grenade pistol that I have here, the Scorpion. It's pretty sweet. The explosions look really good. Cat Raiders. Once again, we got the whole Acer Predator setup here.
Today's Predator Day.
Yeah, today is Predator Day.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're surrounded. I
Oh,
love the shotgun.
nice.
I love the shotgun. It's so good. Duck.
Oh, and there's your shield.
Yep.
Oh, it's like instant cover.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. It's one
Nice
of the
sticky
combat
grenade.
abilities.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just need to go back to normal and you're just wrecking it.
Yeah. Now normal, I got this. I know how to play on normal. I'm not. I should use more cover, I think, is my problem and why I wasn't doing so well on hardcore. Dead.
No life forms detected, Pathfinder.
Oh no, the Turians aren't here.
Let's keep them from smelling.
Oh,
Sam,
okay, let's go over
you
there.
should have Mason's genetic profile in the initiative database. Let's check it against pods.
Yeah, running in this open territory is a problem. Drac never has a problem though. Drac is so good.
He's just going in. He doesn't care.
He's the greatest character. He's the game's best tank by a mile, and he's awesome. Can't quite kill
Yeah,
there
well,
we
that
go.
guy will not go down.
But see, now I'm out of power cells for my portable cover, so now I have a bit of an issue because I can't run across that open
Does it
ground.
regen or?
No, you have to find boxes that have it in it.
Oh.
So, but I'm
Alright.
gonna let them handle it, and I'm gonna. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll get more. Sweet.
Again, Nick is playing on the G1.
Yeah,
Predator
Acer
G.
Predator G1.
Amazing machine in its own right. I am using the Acer Predator 15 laptop.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Oh, actually, it gives me
Yeah.
kind of questioning.
That was
I mean, I
great.
could play Mass Effect on this laptop too.
Oh yeah, you could definitely play Mass Effect
Yeah.
on that. That has a 970M in it, and it'll run. It won't look as great as
Well,
it does on this one, but you can definitely run
The
it.
one I have is a 970 in it, but the one we
Yeah.
actually have on Newegg right now actually is having the 1070,
Is it a 1070M or just regular 1070?
regular 1070.
Oh yeah, so they've updated oh sweet, I just reached level 40.
Yeah.
They've updated their gaming laptop
Did you
line.
get an achievement?
Yeah, I think you get an achievement for reaching level 40. Let's spend some skill points
Do it.
while
Yeah.
we're here. What do I want?
Links, it's in the description. You can find them all there.
All the relevant links are in the description. I don't use melee a lot, so I don't really want that. Can I upgrade my pistols to maximum? 20% pistol damage?
James from YouTube, for any sales coming, absolutely, Newegg is always having sales. If you want to buy a 9-screen laptop, we also have that as well.
Yeah, make sure you visit us on Facebook and Twitter today and check out Project Mega,
Yeah.
the 9-screen laptop that Newegg is making that is very real and is not a joke whatsoever. So please enjoy that. Okay, it is a joke. Shh, don't tell them it's a
Don't
joke,
tell
Mike.
anyone. So what are you going to buy right now?
Sweet.
You're still speed?
So I just updated Drax Incinerate power to be double Incinerate.
Nice.
So he launches 2 projectiles instead of 1. I spent my points on updating my pistol mastery. So at the rank 6 for pistols, you can pick 20% damage when firing without using the aim, so without using like
Oh, you're just
iron
doing
sights
you're
or
just
scope.
hip from the hip?
Or this is the one I did, plus 20% when using the aim function.
Oh,
'Cause
okay,
I use
well,
that, I use that a lot more.
yeah.
I don't do a lot of just from the hip
Blind
firing.
fire.
So that's what I upgraded, and let's see what PB has available. I don't have her loyalty stuff unlocked, so I can't do rank 6.
Her name's PB?
PB is her name. It stands for something, but it's pronounced just PB. It's actually spelled P-E-E-B-E-E too. But yeah, let's upgrade her powers.
Is it weird that I think like a PB&J?
No, it's not weird at all. I
No,
think
okay, great. I'm
that's,
glad you don't think it's weird.
Yeah, is
and
there
I'm
something
glad that
else?
there's no
Yeah.
judgment. I was able to say that.
Oh, there's never any judgment. Where am I going? What am I doing? All right, I need to scan something. That's something you say a lot in Mass Effect Andromeda. Where am I going? What am I doing? What am I
Scan.
supposed to be doing?
There's too much.
Perhaps a distant cousin.
Oh, those crates. That's gonna
Variations in the genome.
resupply your shield.
No, these are just cryo tubes. We're trying to see if the Turians made it. And it doesn't look good so far. Scans, cases, pods. Oh, we're looking for the Turian Pathfinder. That's what we're trying to do.
Sure.
There we go.
Help me get it open.
Aren't you a Pathfinder?
Pathfinder, the body has no vitals.
You have a
no.
tattoo on your neck.
Yes, that's
Damn it.
one of the tattoos you can have applied, and so I went with it.
Looks like Tetris.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have you can design your twin in the game as well, and so my twin also has the same thing.
Because of the scourge.
The timeline doesn't
What do we
allow
wanna
you
do?
We would
This
like
pod
to
is
reduce the
ejected
brightness.
from
Reduce the
About-
screen brightness.
from
Okay,
order missing.
there's hope. All right, let
About
me do
like
that.
50%.
Oh wow, turn it way down. Okay.
We should finish checking the pods for Mason.
All right, yeah, we are in the desert. It's a little bright here, so let's dial down the brightness. Screen, graphics, screen calibration. Let's see how that looks.
Yeah. Also, everyone in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, please let me know if
That
there's
still
anything
looks
you'd like
really
us
bright.
to change, and we will do so.
I don't know if that did anything. Let me try again.
Maybe it's just a bright planet.
Well, it is a super bright planet. That's the whole deal with it. Is
It's got like 7 suns.
it's a desert planet, and so if you're out in the sun, you like take life support damage and stuff. But all right,
It's just a bright planet.
that's a little darker now. I think
Yeah,
that-
okay.
That's pretty good. I'm still scanning the stasis pods. I'm not really paying enough attention to the
Back in the
mission
car.
here. But yeah, you asked if I was a Pathfinder. Yes, every species, every arc had their own Pathfinder. So you play as the human Pathfinder, and there's also an Asari Pathfinder and a Solarian Pathfinder.
We got to find our new home.
Yeah, and they're all supposed to be leading their species to a new home in the Andromeda Galaxy. And why can't I do this? What am I doing? Mike, what am I doing?
Well, you played the game.
Yeah, I didn't do this mission though. It's not letting me. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Turian, but not their pathfinder.
Do I have to scan every single little thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Subject
think I do.
is a child.
Subject
There you
is
go.
a
There's another
child.
one.
No match.
Yeah, I know that. You already told me that the one was
None of the
dead.
pods
Oh,
match
what about
this.
that one?
All right, no, now I'm good. No.
Okay.
Hopefully that means he's still alive.
So the Pathfinder wasn't here. So now we gotta make a phone call. We gotta get back on the Tempest and make a phone call.
Good
Oh,
question
my
for the
light's
chat.
really low.
So we usually play every week on Fridays around
Yes.
3 p.m. If there's any games that you guys want us to play, let us know. We'll definitely see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll
we're
take-
always
take it
interested in
under
playing
advisement.
around with new games. And if there's something in particular that you want us to play, let us know.
All right, so here's another pro tip, something that I
Nick's pro
encountered
tip!
before. I mean, these aren't really pro tips. These are like
No, they're pro tips.
dumb things that the game should make clearer so you don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But if you're in the Nomad and you want to go back to the Tempest, you just have to press and hold T, and you'll transport back to the Tempest, which is your ship. I ran into that problem on an asteroid. It's called like HK097 or something like that.
HA47?
Kind of. Because you drive around on that one, you can't get out of your Nomad when you're on the asteroid because it doesn't have any atmosphere.
Yeah.
And so the problem was that I was trying to I want to go back to my ship. And I kept trying to drive the ship up the ramp of the
Oh, and
Tempest so I could just get in
it didn't work.
And that's not how it works. So eventually I figured out you have to press and hold T, and you'll transport right to the Tempest, which makes things easier. This is a pretty cool takeoff screen. These takeoff screens show way too much, and they kind of slow the game down, but they do look cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's you get to see the animal life in this planet.
Yeah, you get to see the animal life, you get to see the Tempest flying around looking all awesome, but yeah, they happen a little too much. That was one of my main complaints, again, is that there's a lot of cool stuff in this game, and I'm going to be playing it for a long time. I think people are going to be enjoying it for a long time. But it takes too long to get from one of the cool things to another one of the cool things, you know?
So right now, we did have a request of seeing the stream or the game from screen view. I believe you mean just from the gameplay itself.
Oh, yeah. We
what-
don't have it set up to do that on this particular stream. We've done that before, but...
Yeah, well,
yeah.
catch us next week. We'll end up having that. But
Yeah.
for this particular game, what we did, we just wanted to show off just this amazing equipment that we have.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome.
Hopefully the over-the-shoulder view will suffice for this time. But yeah,
Yeah.
we had a lot of the direct stream last time. Let me try this now.
All right, so what are we doing now?
I have to call somebody. I think this is the wrong person. Oh man. I
Oh
called the wrong
no!
person.
Sorry, wrong number. Click.
I'm fast forwarding through this. This is,
To bear your family's name.
I don't even know what he said.
Oh, it's
so I-
Simba.
We've never gotten along.
Oh, my bad blood.
I'm skipping through this. All right, sorry. I called the wrong person. There we go. This is what I want.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Yeah, I was on the
Sure
other line.
you were.
I called the
I've
wrong
got
person.
numbers
I'm sorry.
coordinates flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS
Ooh.
from Mason.
So he's telling me where the Turian Ark might be, or the Turian
Could
Pathfinder
be
might
coming
be.
from your salmon plant.
He's sending me his location.
We
Okay.
did find evidence that Natanus made,
What evidence?
but the
Yeah, a lot of skipping through dialogue.
Yeah, okay.
I like it and everything, but also if I have the subtitles on, I read it faster than they say
Oh,
it. And I'm like, all right, next.
Isn't that such a weird thing?
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a long paragraph.
Don't get too excited. Yeah.
Scourge or not.
Prank calls, yeah.
Were ejected from the ark.
Yeah, it's like, oops, my bad.
Must be an explanation.
Hi, is your spaceship running?
Yeah.
You better go get it.
All right. We're going to a nav point. Going to a nav point now. I got my next assignment here.
Is your anti-gravity disintegrator running?
One thing I'm really waiting for with this game, it happened with Dragon Age Inquisition, is when Inquisition came out, there was weird things with the hair in the game where it just looked very odd. And then they fixed that with like an update to NVIDIA Hairworks, which is like one of the graphic suites that. I'm gonna go to that asteroid. Cool.
Oh, the one you were talking about?
Yeah, and then after they released that update,
I want your character to be like, I was just there.
Yeah, I've just been there. After they released that update for Hairworks, the hair in Dragon Age Inquisition looked like a million times better. And hair does not look good in this game. Like, of all the things that look good, the environments look good, planets look good.
There's
hair
very rare
does not
times.
look good.
There's very rare times where I could say, man, the hair looks great in this game.
Hair is tricky in games, but
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 did it. The Witcher 3 has good hair for the most part.
It totally did.
So everybody should be able to do it.
So did what was the name? Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider has good hair. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Tomb Raider's easier though, and I guess The Witcher is easier too, because
a
you don't have to
ponytail, no?
customize your character.
Oh, right.
Like making custom hair and having a ton of NPCs, that makes it tricky. But again, like you can't customize Geralt, but there's a lot of NPCs in The Witcher, and they managed to make it work. All right, this is the Turian Ark, but it's been all messed up.
Seen better days.
That's not great. Got to see what's up. I guess I should bring a Turian with me. Is that racist? I don't.
No, you should probably, yeah. They probably know
I
the area.
imagine Vettel
Well, actually,
would care.
maybe that is kind of racist to assume that they know the area.
Well, no, she wouldn't know because she didn't ride on this Ark, but like she would care what happens to the Turians. I think that makes sense. But I'm always gonna have Drac
Just because Drac.
Drac is my number one.
Wait, are you turning into Jack Nicholson where you're like, you are my number one? Oh, this looks like Boba Fett.
a little bit. That is really cool. That's
Wait,
really,
so that's your character though?
yeah, that's my character.
Oh.
Are you okay?
This can't be easy to see.
I'm not really a feelings type of guy, Ryder.
No, you don't have to.
Even
It's
so.
okay.
Let's just find
But don't you
Mason.
think my helmet is cool though?
Yeah,
I
I
mean, whatever
have a really cool helmet,
Whatever
right?
to the Turian Ark.
Man.
Don't you think my helmet looks awesome?
Don't you wish you had this helmet?
Whoever
It's
was
got no
behind
eye
the
holes.
Ark wanted to get here.
Who needs eye holes when you're the Pathfinder?
I'm the Pathfinder. Where am I going?
Yeah, that's true. Where are the eye holes in this thing? I think this is a remnant something helmet, which is cool. It gives you a
You could
bonus
keep
to
on
it.
making excuses for your character. It's fine.
Look at that
I'm lucky
cool.
this part of the Ark
The
survived.
flashlight looks really cool.
Pathfinder.
This looks good.
The hull is
Go
then
turn
bolted
towards the
together.
camera so we can see your face.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
Thanks for
me.
your
You know
sunshine.
what that reminds me of? It almost reminds me of my Predator laptop here.
Analysis via the
Yeah,
scanner,
smooth.
Pathfinder.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and just turn this around. If we can get some sort of thing on that.
I don't know. Can you? See
Maybe?
that? Yeah. The Predator logo. It's also here on the computer.
Yeah.
It's on the back there. It's got that distinctive.
You weren't
Predator
kidding when you said
design.
you wanted a full Predator setup.
Yeah, everything's
Especially in the
Predator.
game.
Even
Now,
me.
Pathfinder, it leads to space.
Oh,
Perhaps you could
I wouldn't
divert
open that door. It leads to space.
I will never beat your transition when we were doing what was it, Tom Clancy thing
Yeah.
last week, and we're gathering intel, and you're like, speaking of intel,
Oh yeah. Speaking of it, well,
I
that
will
was-
never beat that.
That was an easy one. Opening the door, dialing up. All right, here we go. It's a little 0G in here. I can't pull out my guns, which is odd.
That's creepy then, because then you
Yeah.
can't protect yourself.
I don't like this. I'm sure I should be like paying a lot of attention to this and getting really into the atmosphere.
Nah.
But that's hard to do on a stream where you're sharing it with people.
This one's still got juice.
Explore the. Oh, there's a console over here. Oh, my chair is floating. These aren't bugs. This is supposed to be.
No, are you sure?
Sam can get us in.
Give it a shot.
Only one way to find out.
I found a log from GameCrate.
So yeah, one of the things I like the most in Andromeda, and I wrote about this in my review, is that it's about exploration and settling and like exploring a new world and making planets habitable for human life, and Milky Way life in general, because in this case it's the Turians.
The rest of the data
And I
on this
think that's
console
kind
is
of a
gone.
refreshing change after what happens in the Mass Effect series and how dark it ends up being, and like fighting for the survival of all the races.
No one
and
has
everything.
fun. Really.
It gets dark, man, and it's bleak. And there's war to be had, and lots of people die, and whatever else. But the main point of this game is that you're exploring and making a new home and improving life
Whoa.
and everything. Whoa. Not
Well,
working.
it's almost like it's like a Star Trek simulator.
Yeah, it's Star Trek in that it's an optimistic kind of sci-fi. It's more optimistic than the like
This one also needs
grim, dark way that
we can use
Mass
the same
Effect 2 and then especially 3 ended up.
Something else?
Thanks, James.
From the door.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
What is James
he
saying?
says,
Don't
Paul-
hold your compliments to yourself.
No, I'm gonna hoard all the compliments to myself. Paul and Kyle are still producing great content. Yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
We
they got
love
good
Paul and
stuff.
Kyle.
Yeah, Colin Powell. we love
Paul and Kyle, but he says seems as though Newegg keeps spitting out great eggs.
Great eggs. Yeah,
eggs.
We'd like to think so. Like Project Mega. the
Please.
9-screen laptop.
Now
Okay.
be
now.
operational, Pathfinder.
We need to sell these by the end of the week.
Yeah, we got to sell our $30,000 9-screen laptop, so make sure you check it out on Facebook and Twitter. Tell your friends about Project Mega. right, here
Hashtag
we
a new
go.
way to play.
No, it's hashtag the world's first 9-screen laptop.
Oh, sorry.
That's the
Hashtag,
proper
Access
hashtag.
over here.
A 9 way to play.
Yeah. Stuff to scan, doing some scanning. Yeah, once again, check the description on YouTube or on Facebook, the description for the video. It has links to all these products, the full Acer Predator
Absolutely,
line,
yeah.
everything we're playing on, if you like the looks of it. This, the cool thing about the G1 that we're playing on here, compared to some of the computers we've used over the past couple of weeks, the ones we used over the past couple of weeks, they would often have like a glass side, or they would have the one that was just an exposed bench and everything. This one is compact. It's a lot smaller than the other ones we've used, and it's all packed away. So this one you don't see the components, but what you do just get is like a really cool looking system, with full lights and everything, that can look really good. It's useful in different kinds of situations. If you don't have as much room on your desk, or if you're looking for a more compact setup that's still really, really powerful.
I recently got a new computer desk, and I had my system was too big for it.
Yeah, that happens.
So this, if I wanted to, I could have had the small system. Would have been perfect.
All right, finding the SAM node. Let's see. So SAM is the artificial intelligence that all Pathfinders have hanging out kind of in their head.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise, it's locked. All right, navigating here. I thought there would be more shooting in this, but it's mostly just exploring.
Truly sorry, DeGrit's the Great. We know that you wanted to see the game. We know that may be some people's preference to see the gameplay.
There's
right
lots
after
of
that.
streams where you can watch the gameplay, and you can watch the gameplay we did 2 weeks ago. If
We
you want
usually
the
do
direct
it.
feed. Yeah, we usually do that.
99% of the time we usually do it.
Yeah.
This time, just not that time. But we're going to be doing it next week. You can always catch us on Fridays, 3 p.m.
You are mistaken.
We'll be having Let's Plays. And if you have a game you want us to play, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Gone.
Seems like something's wrong with this SAM, this artificial intelligence they got
Good question
here.
for the chat, though, is have you guys been playing Mass Effect Andromeda? And how far have you gotten to?
Yeah, if you've
Hashtag no spoilers, please.
yeah,
Just so-
don't spoil anything major. But if you want to let us know your favorite weapon, your favorite squad mate, I mean, tell us why you
Oh,
agree
we're
that
gonna get
Drac is the best. He's the best one. Everyone loves Drac. He's the greatest.
Everyone loves Drac.
Only do
Making a
that
show
for
about that.
one
Yeah. We're being disappointed in this guy here.
So what are we talking to? Who are we talking to in that hologram?
That's SAM. That's the artificial intelligence that all the Pathfinders have like in their head, kind of making them better than they normally would be. It allows you to have these extra skills. It allows you to like hack doors and things like that. It's pretty interesting because in Mass Effect, the original trilogy, did I do it already?
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Finish it already.
Zero and ones. The laptop looks so easy to use. 9 screens. I'm in. I'll just sell my arm, my firstborn.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
My arm, my leg, my firstborn. Well, actually, you're a little short. You're gonna need also the other arm. You're also gonna need the other leg, and we're also gonna need your soul.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna need all those things if you want a
Yeah.
9-screen laptop. I guess I did it. I guess that was the end of the. That's a lot shorter than a lot of the other.
That was quick.
Finding the Ark.
Are we
things.
done?
Yeah, we beat the game.
Oh,
no,
perfect.
I'm gonna,
Well,
I
the
dialed-
galaxy is saved.
I dialed up another quest for us to do. We're gonna go do the Kett's Bane.
We did
quest
everything.
Here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. There's
Oh, so
plenty more.
Kett's, that's the enemies.
Yeah, Kett are the main enemies in this game. The main dudes that hang out on the planets and fight you and shoot you and all that stuff. so.
Dark Wolf. I'll just wait for the 9-screen thing on for Black Friday.
Oh yeah, you can check it out. I think it's still.
You
up
don't
on,
know. It may sell out.
It's on Slick Deals because it's $1 off. I think it's on Slick Deals, the $1 off.
Well, we don't want to
promo
give
that
the
we have.
percentage out. You know.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
have to check it out for yourself. to
Absolutely.
see.
Oh,
So-
he sold his soul for the 1080 Ti.
Oh well, I mean that's good too.
Well, I guess that's a good alternative. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good use of it. I would.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the 2 monitors we have here. We
Yeah.
talked a bit earlier, but so
We have
again,
the
the
Z1 and then the XB2.
Yeah. So check them out. Check out the description for the links to all of them. The main difference, I mean, one is larger than the other, one is curved, the other isn't. But the most interesting part of the difference is that difference in refresh rate. The fact that one is 144 and the other one is 240 hertz, which,
That's a good argument. Like in terms of what you'd want for your own gameplay or your own use for it. Do
Yeah.
you want something that's larger, has a little less refresh rate, or do you want something a little more compact? I mean, it's not that small of a laptop. I mean, of a
No, it's
monitor.
not. Neither of the
I mean,
monitors
it's
are
not
small. These are
necessarily
both
small.
These are both higher end.
Yeah, but
gaming
one's
monitors
larger,
that
of
we're
course, than
looking
the
at.
other.
Yeah. It really is that the only reason you would need, or the main reason you would need that super high refresh rate is, you know, really like high-end competitive gaming that you're looking at, where you're looking to squeeze every last frame you could get
True.
out of the
Get
out of the game.
that competitive edge.
Yeah. And I've really come to like curved monitors. You know, we basically at the time I've been here writing for GameCrate and working at Newegg, we've kind of like, we've seen curved monitors come a long way. We had some of the very first ones that were available for consumers from Samsung that we had here a while, like years ago now. That we had 3 of them and we had the whole setup, and then we've seen the first ones come out that were very, very expensive, the first gaming focused ones, and at first they didn't have G-Sync, so that was the trade-off. Like if you wanted a curved monitor, you couldn't also have G-Sync. Hello? You couldn't also have G-Sync, so that's a trade-off. But now, like, they're coming down in price a lot, and so now it's really your personal preference. Do you like the curved thing? Do you like that part of the experience? Or is that not something that you want? Do you not want to pay the little bit extra to get a curved monitor? That's what you're looking at. You know, they say it's more immersive, right? It wraps around a little bit. It offers you a more immersive experience. So that's,
The biggest concern I always had about curved monitors is that they weren't that very well made. Where if you were looking at it the side or any others, besides just point dead center,
I'm gonna die. Yeah.
you may get some sort of distortion or some sort of color. You know,
Oh,
wow!
It didn't
How
let me.
you
Didn't let me
didn't
do
even
that.
land.
I could have landed it, but
You could have landed.
If you fall for long enough, then it like cuts you off.
Oh, well, you gotta
These
realize it's not the fall that kills you, it's the drop.
Fools! I blew this whole thing up, and these guys are still messing
Did you
with
just say
me.
fools?
I call them fools. Yeah. 'Cause
Wow.
They are.
That's
Strong language, I know. Why? I already cleared out this whole thing, but they're trying to take it back, and so they are making a huge mistake.
You know, Dark Wolf makes a good point. You know, that you can't decide between a 144 or a HTC Vive.
Oh, are those your choices? Yeah, that's
yeah.
interesting.
In terms of choices, let's just get the Vive, and you can always be in, like, you won't need a monitor. You're always in a monitor.
Well, no, you still need a monitor. You got to have a monitor, but yeah, I mean, it's becoming. I bought the Vive for my personal use right when it first came out. Like I pre-ordered it because I had played with the Vive at shows and I knew I was all about virtual reality when I wanted it real bad. But I'll freely admit, and we've written about it on GameCrate and for Newegg in general.
Nice.
That
Nice
when it first came out, when the Vive first came out, there wasn't a ton to play. You know, there was a lot of things that were interesting for a few hours, but didn't have a lot of staying power.
Was
that kind of
Tilt Brush?
Tilt Brush was a launch title.
That was a launch title, right? Yeah.
But even now, like Tilt Brush is a lot better now than it was when it launched. They've added
There's
a
so
bunch
many
of
things you
features,
can do in Tilt
a bunch
Brush.
of brushes, and so like if you're thinking about getting into VR, you have so much more that you're going to be able to play right away. Like so many more complete games, like Arizona Sunshine, that weren't available at launch, but now you have all these things that you can play right away, and that's really exciting. Blowing up these turrets here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Dark Wolf. Personally, I'm using a TV as a monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 42-inch TV. It's probably an old one now. I don't know its specs anymore. But what do you use personally, Nick?
Well, I mean, it varies a lot. I have a curved Samsung monitor that I use here at work at my desk. I like these Acer Predator
I've seen
monitors.
it. It's amazing, by the way.
Yeah, I like the Acer Predator monitors. I've used those often as well for a lot of gaming that we've done. At home, I have a more modest one at home, but I also do hook up to the TV. Sometimes I hook up to the TV and do. I was actually out sick for a few days after Mass Effect came out. Like actually sick.
Yeah,
not
sure
just,
you were.
Like some people say, oh, I was out sick because I wanted to play Mass Effect, but I just get to play as my job. So I didn't need to be sick to be able to play. But I was like actually sick, I had the flu. So I was playing in bed for a while using a TV as a monitor and using the Rocket Sova lap desk, which is the built-in like keyboard.
We played that when we played Overwatch.
Yeah,
and that
we played
was an
Overwatch
amazing,
with that. Yeah, so that
amazing
was
unit.
That was pretty sweet. That's a pretty nice way to play. If you
It's
can,
comfortable too.
You can swing it.
Very
yeah.
comfortable.
Mine for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Trying to find guys to fight. All right, let's fight some remnant.
There you go.
I'm gonna have a remnant fight a remnant. This remnant VI is something you unlock by completing PB loyalty missions, and then everybody can get it, and you can have it as a skill. But it's especially good if you're a tech-focused engineer character like I am, because the engineer profile ups the damage that tech constructs do. And so that's what that is a tech construct, and all of a sudden it becomes a lot better, it does a lot more damage. So
Real quick, for Andrew from Facebook, we are playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yes, this is Mass Effect Andromeda, if you do not recognize it. And like, this is all really fun. I'm, you know, this playthrough is probably like 50 hours or more into the game. It's after beating it already, and I have all these higher end weapons that are really
becoming
cool.
like, because you know how when we played Fallout, you know, that was my game where I put in at least over like 100 hours in it. Is this becoming that game for you?
It definitely could be, and that's the advantage. And so, you know, Andromeda is a flawed game, but on the bright side, if you had told me, yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda is going to be a Mass Effect game, you could play for like 100 hours, and you won't be doing the same quest over and over. Like, it'll be 100 hours of new content, or New Game Plus, or whatever else. Like, I would have been like, yeah, that's awesome. I'll definitely take that.
Are they having a DLC with us?
Oh, there's definitely going to be DLC. They haven't announced any yet, I don't think. They're with Mass Effect 3, there was a lot of multiplayer DLC, and I don't really care about the multiplayer in Mass Effect at all. I wrote as much in my review. Like, I play it for the single player side of the experience. But yeah, there's always DLC for Mass Effect and for Dragon Age and this kind of games. There's always
Do you play
additional
competitive
quests and
games
stuff.
at home?
Like
this is a
with
good
other
question.
people?
Yes.
Like against other people?
Yes.
Pretty much the only one I play significantly is, well, actually there's a couple. I play Overwatch, because everybody plays Overwatch, and that's a
And
great
it's almost
game.
like a prerequisite now.
Yeah, everybody has to play Overwatch. And I play Hearthstone, and I've gotten into Gwent recently, the Gwent beta.
Not getting any of the supplies.
So those are the main ones that I play. I'm really looking forward to Quake Champions. I'm excited for that one. I think I'm going to be playing that a lot as well. And so those are my main ones. I didn't play the Dragon Age multiplayer very much. I didn't play Mass Effect 3 multiplayer very much. It's not my thing. It's not what I want out of these franchises.
I've been noticing that, you know, after like college and everything else, I just stopped playing multiplayer games, and now I'm more into single player games or something with a multiplayer, like maybe like as an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I play Overwatch because that's, like we said, it's a prerequisite. You kind of have to play.
This is where we ended up the last time we played too. I can't believe
Is
we
it?
came back to the same place. Yeah. But last time there was a bunch of radiation and we couldn't really get out of our ship or out of our Nomad.
But we definitely pushed that boundary.
Yeah,
though.
we pushed as far as we can go. But because we've improved EOS and the viability here, now it's not so bad. Now we can actually get out and explore. And we're not gonna die.
No, you didn't make it.
Go! If I had all the 6-wheel drive upgrades, I'd be able to do it. But all right, he's warning me about it.
Well, at least we're not crazy when we say that we use our TVs as monitors, because I know that YouTube chat's going off right now about sort of discussing what's probably the best use of it, and everyone kind of agrees that using a TV isn't that bad. You know, in terms of
it depends on what you want. It's fine for Andromeda because if you're not playing competitively, the refresh rate doesn't really matter like that. And if you are using a TV like we were using last week with the LG TV that had like is as good as a gaming monitor for a lot of stuff. Like check out the
where
the
is
Tom
that, by the
Clancy's-
way?
Yeah. No, we had to give that back, very
Oh
sadly.
man!
Check out the Tom Clancy stream we did last week so you can see all the different monitors and the TV that we were using.
Yeah, you got to really check out that video. That TV is amazing.
I don't really want to do this because I think he's going to start a quest, so I'm just going to fight these guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I don't really want to start another quest because the fighting is what I want to do.
What's the most interesting thing you found? Because I know you're explorer. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
Is there anything interesting you may have found, like out in the outerverse of the way?
That's a good question. Actually, like, what's crazy and an example of what's great, but also what is a problem with Andromeda, is I played for probably like 25 hours before I went to a planet that's called Havarl, which you get an option to go there early, but early on you can go to Havarl or you can go to Vold. Yeah, you can go to Havarl or you can go to Vold, and I went to Vold, and Vold is the frozen ice planet. Havarl is like it's like a Twilight time, not the vampire.
Like
thing,
always in Twilight?
Yeah, always in Twilight, like rainforesty jungle, and it just looks incredible. And it has these like, what is going on over there?
What is that?
It's one of those big guys that's fighting somebody else.
I remember that guy.
I'll go mess with that guy in a second. And Havarl is my favorite planet in the whole game, but I played for 25 hours before even going there at all. And that's part of what is so great, but also is not so great about Andromeda, is you can play for 25 hours or more and just completely miss one of the best parts of the game. You know? And so that's why I'm saying maybe the game would be better off if there was less stuff in it.
I guess that's what you mean by less is more.
Yeah, because then you would actually spend more time on these best looking parts of that. And the reason Havarl is also good is you don't drive around in that one. It's all on foot. Which the Nomad stuff gets a little tedious.
Oh, you're
from
gonna
point A to point
go
B.
after this guy.
Yeah, I'm playing on normal, so I should be able to handle him.
Take him out.
But I need my assault drone. I need this thing. It doesn't see me.
He doesn't see you.
Let me switch to I'm gonna switch to this one because this profile is better against armor. I think oh yeah, now I'm infiltrator. See, I'm disappearing.
Yeah.
That's the infiltrator.
Oh, there's two of them.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, he's already partially hurt, so we'll be okay.
Oh, okay.
Lowers armor with that.
Nice. Now he sees you.
Freeze him.
Now he's
didn't
slow.
do a lot. Fire him.
Now you just warmed him up.
Oh,
nice.
Okay, this is not great. Where's my shotgun? Here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Jump.
Yeah, so good. Man, we're OP at this point. Oh, here's two more guys.
Oh,
This
there
is
you go.
all right.
Keep it going.
Oh,
That
there's a-
shotgun, wow.
Yeah, it's so good. What is the shotgun I'm actually using? Let's take a look at it right now. Where's my loadout? Inventory, weapons.
So again, if you're just joining us, this is Predator Day. We are using all Asus,
Predator Day, yeah.
Acer Predator units right now, both PCs,
The N7 Piranha.
laptops,
This
and
is the shotgun I'm using.
oh, is that what you're using?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's got a knife at the end.
It's really good. Yeah, because it has the melee optimizer, so it makes it better at close range. But I don't really use it for that. I just like it because it shoots really fast for a shotgun.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think we got everybody.
What was I doing? Oh, right. So
Acer Predator Day. Yeah,
Acer
it's
Predator
all
Day.
Acer Predator gear.
We're using the
we got here.
G1 desktop. We're using the 15 Predator 15 laptop. We're also using the Z1 monitor, which is what Nick has, and I'm using the XB2 monitor on mine.
Yeah, check out the descriptions for links to these products on Newegg. You can see the whole, you can see the pricing, you can see the different models available, and you can check out the specs and everything. Mining, got a mine. Yeah, let's get back in the car.
So, good question from JD on Facebook. Does the SMG fall under pistol or?
Yeah, it does. That's actually an interesting question. I was confused about that myself, but yeah, this gun, the N7 Hurricane, all the N7 weapons are really good. Like, if you don't want to mess around with the crafting, although, again, check out GameCrate, because we wrote a whole guide. Like, you can totally master weapons and augments if you want. Read our guide on GameCrate. But if you don't really want to spend time with the research and development, anything that's N7 is really good.
Yeah.
The Hurricane is really good. It's an SMG, but you can see it's an ultra-rare pistol. It falls under the pistol category. So right now I have this shotgun, and I have two pistols. I have this thing, which is the Hurricane, and I have the Scorpion, which launches these sticky grenades, which are really fun.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm a fan of those. So that's why I upgraded my pistol skills all the way, because I use two pistols, so I might as well be really good at it.
So I was waiting on this this question from Facebook. Nice. Mainly because I didn't really know how to answer it, but now I kind of do. We had
I'm gonna go to Havarl.
guy here. I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. It's like Yin, Jyinn.
All
So-
clear.
Yin or Jin? I
Jin,
don't know.
maybe.
Yeah.
Basically, he was shaking his head the fact that we're using a pre-built system. I agree with Juan. There's nothing really
TV
wrong with
said
the
she wants to
pre-built
stop.
system. Of course, we all love it when there's custom-built PCs out there with their own love and touch to it. You know, if you want to make your own, make it your own. That's the best part of building a PC is the experience of it, and doing what you can to max it out because you understand, you know what's inside of it. But pre-built systems are fine. You know?
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. You know, like it's actually, if you watch the video of our panel from PAX East where we talked about like the state of PC gaming.
Oh my
we
God!
had
Yeah,
some-
this could have been tied in. I
Yeah.
totally forgot that you hosted that.
Yeah, we had representatives from Intel and AMD and HTC and id Software and Corsair. So we had a lot of great people. So you should check it out on the Newegg Studios YouTube channel. Watch
Yeah.
the whole panel there. And I actually asked that question. I asked, like, do you think that building a PC is important to like the PC gamer identity? Do you think everybody should do it? And everybody on the panel agreed that everybody should do it.
Yeah.
Like you should do it so you have the experience and you have the knowledge. But they also agreed like it's not necessary that you do it every time. And there are cases where like it makes sense, like you don't have the time or you are buying it for someone else or something like, or
Yeah.
you just want the Predator, which is like, it packs a lot of power in a compact footprint that would be challenging to replicate on your own for a person that is not a master PC builder, which not all of us are, right? So, you know,
Real
I think-
quick before you leave, later, James. Thank you so much for joining us. Check us next week. But back to the point.
I
Yeah,
have a
I
better
mean,
thing now.
I built probably 2 PCs in my life, and both of them were amazing experiences. But now it's either I just don't have the money or time anymore.
Well, I mean, I'm going to say it because everybody is going to say it. It's cheaper to build your own.
Oh,
rather than buying
absolutely,
it.
yeah.
But it's that time investment. It's the doing the research. Although, like, what I would recommend is go online, go to Reddit or PC Part Picker, and those are great places.
Yeah.
We have resources on Newegg as well that can help you make the right decision, help you when you're learning. We have a ton of build videos that have gone up on the Newegg Studios YouTube recently. You can check it out. You can get the whole rundown for how to build PCs or how to combine different products.
Real
to get-
quick, wow,
yeah.
look at this planet.
This is Havarl. This is the one I didn't go to for 25 hours, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the best one in the game.
This is amazing.
It is, isn't it? It looks so like, you know, okay, Mass Effect has issues and faces look weird and whatever, but look at this. Look at how cool this looks.
The great thing about it is that the faces are going to be fixed, and this is going to
to some
stay.
extent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody keep an eye on April 4th, and I'm sure we'll write about it on GameCrate about like what BioWare says they're going to do next, because I'm really interested. A lot of it they're not going to, you can't fix everything that's wrong with this game with a patch.
Yeah.
Some of it they're going to be able to fix, but some of it is also just like how the game is going to work.
What's going on, Drifting Tank? Welcome back. And then people were saying how your mouse sensitivity is so high. But
Is it too high? I think it's what I like. It's appropriate for
I was
me.
gonna say, I
Yeah.
think that's what your preference is.
Yeah,
from
I
what
mean,
I remember.
you gotta be fast, man. I was dying enough already. I see a guy here, yeah.
Yeah. See, you didn't catch us in the beginning of the stream, where
Yeah, where I kept dying.
if Nick could have, if he wanted to, he would have gone even higher. Oh wow. It's like dinosaurs.
Yeah, and so this planet is basically just like running around in the evening through these like the purple foliage and fighting dinosaurs is what this planet is, and it's.
This could have been its own game, really.
It would have been great, like just like shooting animals in the underbrush and everything, and it's really fun.
So, Drifting Tank says that his friends at school say that pre-built PCs are cheaper than building. I kind of don't agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's always like, well, yeah, particular pre-built PCs are going to be cheaper than
Yeah,
you know,
but
some
you're not
ways.
getting
of
what
it-
you want sometimes.
Yeah, but if you, I think the proper answer to that is if you do the research and time, getting equivalent levels of power is cheaper when you're buying it, when you're buying piece by piece and you're doing it yourself,
Yeah.
rather than buying a pre-built. Because that's what you're getting with the pre-built is you're paying extra to not have to build it yourself because you don't have the time or don't want to do the research or whatever. You know, that's the trade-off that you're paying for. And like the G1, if you're going to buy a pre-built system, but you still want one that's like really cool looking and packs a ton of power into it, the G1 is great. Like this system right here, VR ready, like high-level VR performance. It's running Mass Effect on this monitor, on ultra settings on this curved monitor we got here. So like this is great, and you don't have to worry about compatibility. You don't have to worry about finding time to assemble it.
The great thing about this PC, and I know that here at Newegg, our equipment always changes because we're always looking at new tech, always looking at new things. Oh wow, it's setting that gunfire.
Yeah.
This particular PC would be perfect to take to like events because it's so small and
Yeah.
it's VR ready, so it's perfect to run really high games.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. We write about it on GameCrate and on Locked, our sister site, and about like we talk about yeah, this would be really good for LAN parties. LAN parties don't happen that much anymore. They're on the decline, sadly. LAN play is not something that a lot of modern games feature. But it still is nice to have a PC that you can move from one place to another, especially with VR. Being able to have a PC like this G1 that will power VR and you can easily carry and like bring it somewhere if you're going to take, like there's a really good article on Unlocked about bringing the Vive home for the holidays for your family to try out. right?
I think that really, let's be honest though, I mean, yeah, getting a small high-end PC is perfect, but the Vive has a little more than just the PC. You also you have to set up the sensors.
Well, yeah, there's a whole deal with it.
Man.
But, yeah. But that's one less thing you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about transporting a giant tower as well as the sensors and everything.
That is a really good point, yeah.
And they do have like carrying cases and stuff that make transporting a Vive not as hard as it would be otherwise. All right, what time are we looking at, Mike?
Oh, yeah, how long have we been streaming? It's about 4 o'clock right now. We've been doing for an hour.
I think it's 4.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I'm just running around shooting things randomly, which I'm going to be doing for a while because this is how I have fun in Mass Effect, running around shooting guys. But yeah, I'd like to say check out the description on YouTube and on
Absolutely,
Facebook. Look at all the products. Check them out on the whole Acer Predator line on Newegg. A lot of really cool gamer-focused hardware here. I mean, even the keyboard and mouse, which a lot of you don't always get the highest quality when you're getting like a pre-packaged keyboard and mouse, but these are both really good. The keyboard and mouse are feeling good to use. So check them out. Check out everything in the description.
That's so weird. We didn't even talk about much about the keyboard and mouse.
We have enough to talk about. There's always more. But yeah. And then read our full review of Mass Effect on GameCrate, and also we're figuring out a lot more about the game as we have more time with it, and so we're writing these guides about the stuff that takes a while to figure out. So check out our full.
Did you write a guide about how to find this planet?
Well, it's not hard to find. I just should write a guide like, hey, go here.
Yeah.
Go here because it's
Top
great.
10 things you should do in Mass Effect.
Yeah, spend all your time on Havarl because it's awesome and you can take a bunch of cool screenshots. But yeah, check out our guide to gear, check out our guide to crafting the best weapons in the game, a guide to mastering combat, the best builds and everything. And definitely share your builds and what skills you're using and what abilities and what weapons you craft, because that's really cool and I haven't seen a ton of that so far. I'd like to see what mods and augments you're using in your weapons and what kind of gear loadout and skill loadout is your personal favorite. And if you've been good at the harder difficulty setting, let me know how to get good, because I'm not good at the hardcore difficulty setting yet. I'm dying here on normal. I'm talking too much. Yeah, and so check us out on GameCrate. Check out all the product links in the description. Anything else, Mike? You want to tell the people?
Nothing much, guys. At the end of the stream, if you want to comment still, please let us know what you want us to play next week. We're always here, Friday, 3 p.m.
Oh yeah, and hashtag the world's first 9-screen laptop.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out
If you really want to
Newegg
see
Facebook.
some really awesome equipment, you got to
Yeah.
go check out Project Mega.
Yeah, Project Mega on Newegg Facebook and Newegg Twitter. And I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That's how we ended the stream last time. Maybe I should die again.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to die.
All right. Yeah, so we'll see you next week here on Friday. And until then, go play Mass Effect. You
want to look at the camera and say goodbye?
I don't know what camera we're on, but I'm gonna say goodbye to this one. Goodbye, everybody.
Lights.
I died again. I'm restarting. Fingers crossed it actually loads, right?